The town of Ferns in the southeast of Ireland was once the centre of power of one of the most important provinces of Ireland, and now the IAFS have put together a dynamic field school programme that you can be part of. The story of Ferns reads like a fantastic drama that runs from the Iron and Bronze Age through the medieval period, and its most famous son left a legacy here that still ripples through Ireland today. This amazing programme is run by the Irish Archaeology Field School, Ireland's leading provider of accredited site-based research and training.
Often field schools are associated with excavation, primarily excavation, and we will be excavating here. That's an integral part of what we're doing. But this landscape lends itself very well to a whole range of archaeological research.
We're looking for evidence of Aidan's Monastery, and that 12th century Mary's Abbey behind us is built over where we think Aidan's Monastery is, as it's been recorded by Geophysics, the Discovery Programme and the Ferns Heritage Group did.
My name is Dr. Linda Lynch. I'm an astroarchaeologist.
The site director, Dr. Linda Lynch, is one of the foremost bioarchaeologists in Ireland. She has been working as an independent osteoarchaeologist since 2006 and is vastly experienced, having studied the earliest known human burial in Ireland and also covering burials up to the 20th century. She will share her wealth of knowledge with you as you all work together on understanding the story of this place. This field school in Ferns, at the site of St. Aidan's Monastery, will be your chance to get involved on a site that has been inhabited since prehistory. The project will begin with excavations of both the 7th century monastery and the later 12th century Augustinian Abbey. While this site is famous throughout Irish history and literature, it is only very recently that significant excavations have been carried out, giving you the chance to be among some of the first to excavate and study here and to delve into nearby associated sites like Clone.
Clone had been neglected and not known about for a long time, and we cleaned up the site, took record of the headstones, and then just got Tatcha the dentist one day and he said, wouldn't it be great to do an excavation? And here we are.
At this unique field school, you will stay in the community and get to meet the locals who are guardians of this story and have found their own favourite sites among the historic ruins that surround their village.
I think the old graveyard beside the cathedral, because you can view all the sites from it. You're looking across at St. Mary's Abbey, you're looking over to St. Peter's Church, Mogswell, and you can look up and see the castle.
You will get to work with the course directors and other specialists on interpreting recent geophysical surveys of the site that were carried out as part of the Monastic Ireland project by the Discovery Programme. This survey revealed a density of archaeological features which span several centuries.
To begin with, there's an awful lot of prehistoric activity, mainly turned up in commercial excavations, and some very close to where we are here, some to the north and some to the south, only a few hundred metres away, so Bronze Age activity. Then we have the whole early monastic site, Aidan's Monastery, sort of coming from the 6th, 7th century onwards. We have high crosses, we have Viking raids, and then probably what it's most synonymous with, but it certainly isn't the only layer of history here, is the Anglo-Normans. So it was Dermot MacMurrough's seat, okay, so it was a capital seat. It was the head of a diocese. We have a cathedral in Ferns, we have a fine 13th century castle, Marischal Castle, and we have the 12th century Mary's Abbey behind us. So there's so many different layers, it's well beyond this one video, but it's important for lots of reasons. Fantastic place.
While the southeast of Ireland is strongly associated with the Vikings, that famous son of Ferns, Dermot MacMurrough, lost his seat of power here to the High King of Ireland, and in an effort to take back his kingdom, he invited the Anglo-Normans in as part of his army. This would start the 850-year-old story of the invasion of Ireland that would shape modern Irish history. Even today, centuries after his death, Dermot's face adorns the buildings in Ferns, a constant reminder of his loyalty to his native town.
this is where it all happened. This is where it unfolded. These were all the significant events happened right here. So we're excavating the first castle in Carrick, but in a sense this was before that. This is where it all started to unfold. This is where it all happened.
This invasion of Ireland that the Normans started began in 1169, and they built their first castle in Ireland to the south at Ferns at Carrick, a site that you will get to visit and learn about as part of your Ferns experience. Book now and become part of one of the most exciting field schools on these shores.